Scrapbook. Scrapbook time. Sanders announces retirement from NFL. This is talking about Deion Sanders. He was a player that I hated because he was so obnoxious, his personality. But kind of like other players. Like after he retired, I wasn't bothered by him as much. I guess like Emmitt Smith is another one. Because I hated everyone with the Cowboys, like Troy Aikman. But yeah, so Aikman and Emmitt Smith, I didn't mind them as much after they retired, and I suppose Deion Sanders after he retired. But I definitely did not like them while they were with the Cowboys. Randy Moss, that's another that I hated him. I think I hated him even when he went to a different team, I didn't like him. He was so many players in the NFL were just obnoxious, and he was one of them. All right, here's another Peanuts. Uh, Peppermint Patty is in the classroom. Peppermint Patty is a character that I used to think was a boy, so I didn't realize that Peppermint Patty is a girl. So I guess because I was confused when I was younger, because Peppermint Patty is like a tomboy, and there was the character that would follow Peppermint Patty around would call Peppermint Patty Sir. So I believe it's understandable, given those things that I just said, that uh, it's understandable that I thought Peppermint Patty was a boy. Okay, so Peppermint Patty is in the classroom, and Peppermint Patty says, "Request permission, ma'am." That was funny with the adults in Peanuts. They always sounded like, I think it was like a trombone. They would always be like, maybe that's not a good impersonation of it because I don't have a trombone for a voice, but it was just this weird funny sound effect. I was it's funny. Okay, so Peppermint Patty in the classroom. Request permission, ma'am. Um, so I guess Peppermint Patty is responding to whatever the teacher said, because Peppermint Patty then says, "To do what? Nothing special. I just like to request permission." As camp opens, Packers concerns tight end defensive line. I'm not going to read that one. Okay, then we have Garfield again. It is Garfield and Normal. Garfield says, "Normal, do you ever have a day when you just aren't cute?" Then Normal says, "Oh, sure. It happens to the best of us." Then Garfield says, "What do you do?" Then Normal says, "I call in ugly." I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but it bugs me when the animals are speaking in comic strips. I don't know if it's just Garfield or if it's other ones too, where it looks like thought bubbles because it's got the circle leading up to the balloon, which looks like a cloud. Uh, so it looks like they're thinking this. So that makes sense when the animals are communicating with the people because they can't really communicate. So then it looks like, well, they're not really speaking to the humans. The pets aren't speaking to the humans, like Garfield isn't talking to John Arbuckle. So I guess he's just thinking it. So yeah, because like normally in comic strips, that looks like a thought bubble, right? They're not actually saying that in the bubble, but in here it looks like thought bubbles. But it's the two cats talking to each other. So it's like, well, they're thinking, but they're also communicating with each other. So is this telepathy with Garfield and Normal? And then also with Garfield, his mouth, I don't think his mouth ever moves when he's talking. So yeah, it looks like, at least it doesn't look like it's moving in the comic strip here. His mouth just stays shut the whole time with the lines down. So it's interesting. It looks like they're doing telepathy, Garfield and Normal. More sports. Brett Favre passed 16 for 24 for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions in helping first-place Green Bay thwart Tampa Bay 35-13 Sunday afternoon at Lambeau Field. Here's a photo of Brett Favre. That was Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their old Orange Crush. Uh, you can't tell because it's black and white, but it's their older uniforms. But you can see it's the old logo on their helmet before they went to the pewter style uniforms. Green Bay holds central lead back when they used to be in a division called Central before they went to a division called North. Trent Dilfer sacked 4 times. Favre pack chill Buccaneers. Here's Trent Dilfer. He does not look very happy because he was sacked 4 times. Poor Trent Dilfer. I believe he went on to win a Super Bowl, though, with a different team. The Ravens? The Baltimore Ravens? Then he went on to the media. Well, some sports shows, commentator, that kind of stuff. Bennett sticks to 3D model. Packers star runs, catches, throws, blocks. Talking about Edgar Bennett. All right. Legacy of an architect. Packers general manager Ron Wolf. I've run my course. One of Ron Wolf's best moves as Packers general manager was acquiring Brett Favre, left in 1992. Here's Ron Wolf and Brett Favre. So this is a closer look at Packers general manager Ron Wolf. I read Ron Wolf's book. I don't know how many books he's done, but I read his, I guess it was autobiography, which I purchased at the when I went to one of the times when I went to see the training camp at Green Bay a long time ago at the store there that's by the Hall of Fame. Okay, so for Ron, this is about Ron Wolf. Title: Green Bay Packers Executive Vice President and General Manager. Talking about his family. I don't need to read about his family. At the time of this article, he was 62, born December 30th, 1938, in New Freedom, Pennsylvania. I don't know if that picked up on the sound, but that if it did pick up, there was the sound of my neighbors, how loudly they shut their door, which is so irritating. I don't know why they shut their door so loudly. Totally unnecessary. I don't shut my door that loudly. I just go, "Urgh, urgh." So he went to the University of Oklahoma. Pro career, talent scout, Oakland Raiders, 1963 to 1966. Coordinator of Talent, American Football League, 66. Personnel assistant, Oakland Raiders, 66 to 75. Vice President of Operations, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 75 to 78. Player Personnel Director, Oakland Los Angeles Raiders, 78 to 90. New York Jets, 90 to 91. Edgar Bennett, Green Bay's version of Roger Craig. Roger Craig, who was with the 49ers, I believe. So here's Edgar Bennett. I have his jersey. Key dates in Wolf's tenure. Mike Holmgren left and Ron Wolf brought the Vince Lombardi Trophy home in 1997. Vince Lombardi, who won the first 2 Super Bowls, he was the head coach of the Green Bay Packers back then. So here's Mike Holmgren and Ron Wolf with the Super Bowl trophy, the Vince Lombardi Trophy. (1991) November 27th, hired as general manager, Ron Wolf. So this is all about Ron Wolf. December 22nd, fires Lindy Infante as head coach. 1992, January 11th, hires Mike Holmgren as head coach. February 10th, trades a first-round draft choice to Atlanta for quarterback Brett Favre. 1993, April 6th, signs free agent defensive end Reggie White. The Packers make the playoffs with a 9-7 record. January 26th, Packers beat this is 1997. January 26th, Packers beat New England to win Super Bowl 31. 1998, January 25th, Packers lose Super Bowl 32 to Denver. That was shocking. I guess I'll stop here.